gentlemen, boys and girls, you know what time it is. Episode 48 up in the Thugbirds podcast. First off, shout out to everyone who's been showing us some love in general. And shout out for Dude's sake for coming on, taking some time out of his day and evening, and showing some love to the community in general. Before we get started, you know what time it is. If you got yourself an iPhone and or an Android, do yourself a favor, download the FTX app and stay up to date with the latest cryptocurrencies and NFTs. Without further ado, I'm your host, Gaddis TV, and yeah, let's get to it. Alrighty, and we are now live and direct. So first off, for Dude's sake, thank you for coming on and showing some love just in general and taking some time out of, I don't know if it's on your evening or day, but taking some time out of your life and coming on. So appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man.
For the people that will be listening and coming in general, a lot of people will honestly know who you are, but just a quick kind of background, kind of what were you doing before crypto, what got you interested in crypto, and kind of what are you doing as of now, and then explain the emojis and everything that's going on here.
Well, first we got to do the caca.
Yes,
Yeah, caca. Had to get that out.
That's so good.
So for the people who don't know me, I'm Dude. I've been in crypto since January of this year. So not super long. I was just kind of bouncing around in the wind until I got the Cope airdrop, and that converted me to a full-blooded, I guess, Solana maxi. I don't know. I don't like the maxi term because I do like other coins, and I have other coins, but I prefer Solana. Yeah. In the beginning, I just kind of made jokes and memes on Twitter. Drive memes, mostly. I like to draw myself as Ryan Gosling from Drive. And yeah, then I got invited to go to Bitcoin Miami. That's where I met the Metaplex team for the first time. And then when I came back from Miami / while I was there, we made Squid Stuff, which was one of the first Metaplex stores. And at first I just minted the memes that I'd already been doing, didn't really have anything in particular, until I got bored one day and started making a little side scroller game. I posted up the first Pixel Dude, which is me, Dude. And people liked it and wanted to see what they looked like, so that's how Pixel Dudes came to be. Just kind of
Were
natural.
you always into like art beforehand, I guess, or like was it something you were just talking with family or friends, or you're like, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna make a pixel art? Because correct me if I'm wrong, because again, I don't know all the OG stuff. Kind of, you said before, you're the first, I guess, pixel artist. You know, realistically, without being as humble as you want, but you were the first. Is that correct, or?
So some people say I'm the first, like, one of one, because Solarians was before me, and so was Creatures and Crypto Kickers. Were already all out. So
The first 101s, which now the 101s in Solana spaces are starting to pop back up. I guess, did you see something like that in the market, like when you were doing it, like a 101s, or kind of was it like the memes where you were just like, hey, I'm gonna put something on there, I like it, and hopefully other people do as well, or did you see like the 101 art when you first did it to how it is now?
Not really. So I went to a special high school for game design, for like 2D game design fundamentals and stuff. So I have done pixel art in the past, like before this. Usually much more terrible pixel art, but I'm getting better. And that was kind of the thing with the pixel dudes. When I initially posted Dude, I was like, does this look good? Like, it was kind of like a question, like, can I get some feedback? And instead of feedback, I got hundreds of people asking me to draw pixel dudes of them. So I I guess that was feedback in a
Oh,
way. Yeah.
you got the feedback 100%. It wasn't it
Yeah.
wasn't what you were expecting. I bet you were probably like, damn, now I gotta do some work. Hold on, like I just wanted a
Yeah.
yes or no. Hold up.
Yeah. Time to start drawing for sure. And I've been drawing pretty much since then. Um, daily. I That's what I do full time is NFTs. Aside from Pixel Dudes, which is going through a little bit of a overhaul, we had to fix some stuff. Um, I do the Dude Riveted Monkeys, the one behind me here. So yeah, I just kind of try to keep myself busy. The monkeys, same, like literally the exact same scenario as the Pixel Dudes. I put mine up because I was curious what I would, you know, what would an honorary dude monkey look like, basically. So I threw mine up, and then I think it was actually Raj, or I don't know. A couple people asked me for him, but Raj really liked him. Um, yeah, and then it just again just kind of went from there. Now I'm
Um,
drawing more monkeys for people.
when I guess the question of mine is it on like what do you use to draw? Is it like Photoshop or I know I guess everyone got like the iPad and the pen stuff like that. Is it I guess is that in the background what the monkey is? Is that Photoshop that you use or how do you make your art?
No, I actually use Game Maker for most of my stuff. So this is Game Maker 2. It's my preferred drawing, at least for pixel art. I do all my pixel art in Game Maker. Um, for non-pixel art, I still use Macromedia Fireworks 2006. Um, because that's what I learned in high school, so that's what I'm comfortable with. I mean, I can use and do for certain things. I can use Photoshop, Premiere, all that kind of stuff, but just for general pixel art or my memes, I just use those two programs.
And then question for people that in general would be watching either live or whenever. What are they looking at when you're talking right now? Is that something you just made? Is that correct beforehand, or because honestly, I'm looking at you talk and you got the everything's on point. It's kind of great. Yeah, you can just see. I'm assuming your eyes are actually open like that. I don't know, man. It's the tracking. I guess,
So
like you said, is on point. So,
this actually isn't tracked. So all of these different like motions and stuff that I'm doing,
they just
these
happen
are
to be
all
random.
no, they're keyframed. So I'm changing these as I talk.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So you still working on the podcast? Okay. Well, it's on point,
Yeah.
bro. Shoot.
Thank you. I used all like the background is the dude's office from the Pixel Dudes game. And then obviously my dude Pixel Dude. But as far as like I don't know what they call it, like reactive PNG, reactive JPEG, because it's this one isn't motion tracked. I'm still that one's gonna take a little bit more time.
Right.
Um, so this one's just bouncing between different pictures basically. Then I preset, and I put all this together yesterday and today. So I had no idea how to do any of this, but when I
Strong.
remembered, when I remembered I was coming on the podcast, I was like, dude, it's got to be so boring for people to just like look at Anon's pictures the whole time. Like, there's got to be something at least simple I could do, which turned out to be this. So I think it works pretty cool.
I'm
Um,
sure everyone honestly would love it. Not even trying to toot your own horn, but like it's to appreciate. You know what I mean? Because like you said, I mean, nothing wrong with people coming on no pictures, nothing like that. If they don't want to, show themselves, but you know,
right.
it's just sometimes even if people aren't going to be watching and not like interested in crypto, they can be like just watching because I'm like, dude, is this guy talking like on point? Like this pixel guy looks like a real person. Hold on. The so for pixel dudes, people that don't know what crypto is, anything like that. I mean, shoot, I'll be real. I'm probably the realest guest everywhere or guest host because I'm always telling people I don't know anything. So it's a game. I guess initially you said you started in the Metaplex. I think you said maybe you said Holoplex, but is
Yep.
that a game or how did that start and is it still open to play?
So the game started as just like a little side scroll. It wasn't ever supposed to be anything but like fun, just for me because I was bored.
Heard.
Um, but the now Pixel Dudes, so that was old Pixel Dudes.
Okay.
Now Pixel Dudes is much bigger. Um, and yes, it's a game. It will be built on Solana as much as I can learn how to do. Because Pixel Dudes, oh, up until last week, Pixel Dudes was just me and my wife, Babe. We've done everything, just the two of us. Um, but now I got my dude's cousin, is his handle on Twitter. So he works for me now. But the
Putting the
new Pixel
family to
Dudes
work, huh?
game, yeah, exactly. Um, the new game though, it's pretty big so far. It's not out yet. Like I said, it was just me now. Me and his handles, it's super confusing. So I made the dude's cousin handle a long time ago, just as like an alt account. But the guy who runs it is actually my brother. So
Okay,
um,
okay.
yeah, so I keep wanting to be like my brother, but I don't want to confuse people. But
My
so
brother,
me and
but
my
my
brother are
cousin.
doing the game. Yeah, my brother and my cousin, they're the same person exactly. Um,
How was that to get started? I guess with that because we've had like NFT projects, things like that. That sometimes like be family members that help out, but it's taken 1, 2, 3, 4 months of just nagging. You know, come on, come on, come on. And they finally give in. Was it like that with y'all, or were y'all both kind of
oh
interested
yeah,
in? Yeah. What was the stories like that?
100%.
How long did it take?
Let's see. I made him his first wallet on Binance in March? No, February. Yeah, because I was able to buy $3 Solana for him. So
Strong. Okay.
yeah. And then went up. He took his profits, and that was about it. He had another job, and also we didn't live near each other then. Um, so I've just recently moved back to my hometown where he lives. Um, and from there, it only took a week, maybe, to convince him.
Nice.
Because sending people screenshots and stuff like that it's hard to convince them to be like, hey, quit your job and come work for me. I can totally pay you enough, you know.
Like, yeah, you're crazy.
um,
Not.
but he did once. I mean, once he saw the proof of what I've been doing, he was like, okay, that's all right.
Something's happening. Hold on.
Yeah.
No, I
And then
100%,
yeah.
100% hear you on that. Because even with me, I'm the like I said, a long time diamond holder, stuff like that. I'm wanting to take out like hopefully I want to set like a 5 grand, which is a lot to me and not a lot to other people, which is totally cool. But take it out just because 2017 again. I've been holding. I'm the everyday American. Basically not exactly paycheck to paycheck, but I can't go to Aruba right now if I wanted to. You know what I mean?
Right.
So. Basically, I just want to take something out to show, the parents and some of the close friends know just that it's real. Because, like you said, like it's one thing to, hey, I got a thug bird. At one point it was worth 30,000. X one. He's like, cool. Well, what'd you do with it? Well, nothing. Like, well, it
I
ain't
still
real.
have it.
It's like, no, I mean, touche, but
Yeah,
you don't
for
get
real.
it. But so that's cool. I think that's I guess a good eye opener. Like when people do see that, hey, stuff is maybe not life changing, but life changing in the sense of like your brother's not doing his other stuff right now. I know we had Nam on the I think 2 episodes again, kind of the same type thing when he was like his I see it changing in the background. Um, like his mom was like he got what he was doing, but like once he was able to quit the job and do what he's doing now, like it's just one of those eye opening things. So shout out to people making it happen. How long did all this take for you making it? You know what I mean? Is it something you like you said you made in the last day and a half, or you had the outline beforehand?
Well, I had all the art for this little
Oh, so you
chat
said for the
avatar
game.
guy. Yeah. Um, but everything else I just researched and put together, including a whole streaming setup, yesterday afternoon and most of today.
Can we tell people about that? What you're gonna be doing? You maybe if you don't want to tell them the handle yet, but
Well, I mean, so I used to hang out in the Solana Twitch streams a lot. So I'll be streaming soon. We haven't set a direct date when we're gonna start it, but it'll probably be um me and Gray, my brother. Yeah,
what
the
what do
just
y'all
some.
go to? Gaming or just the Solana talk or
Yeah, we'll
um?
probably just do just kind of like this, just a chill little,
Hell yeah.
you know, um, watch me draw your monkeys, do whatever we're doing, VR chat, playing in portals, whatever, just daily
What's
stuff. I
you
mean,
got a favorite VR game or anything? I don't have a VR, but I know everyone's always getting stuck in the VR. You stuck in the VR right now? You got the goggles on now?
no, I took them off. I wouldn't be able to focus. There's a couple cool games, but for the most part, I really like using the virtual desktop. It's super sweet because then it's like Minority Report. Like I can put up all my different windows all around me. I can make things bigger, smaller, zoom them in.
Oh, that's
Like
fresh.
yeah, and I can. The one of the cooler things I did was I I had the virtual connection running off my desktop. I opened Blender on my desktop, made a 3D object of one of my NFTP Club NFTs, saved it to the computer, uploaded it onto the Oculus, and had it in my Oculus room as a 3D object without taking the headset off.
That's clean.
Yeah. Right. So I can, and I've been doing, I'm trying to recreate in the virtual office this 2D office behind me. So I've just been one at a time making 3D objects, put them in there, blow it up, make it look pixelated. And I can actually run it while I have this chat avatar up too. Even made him a little VR headset, so you know when I'm in.
That's fucking great.
You pop
Uh,
into my stream and you see this, I'm in the metaverse.
and then take it off. You out of the meta. You know, be right back. You know, if it's a be right back screen, you take it off. It's fucking. You got some skills, bro. I'll tell you that much.
I do.
With I guess kind of NFTs. You said it before, and you kind of go full time NFT. Is that just obviously trading them stuff like that, or making them like you said? Um,
Just making them. I am terrible at selling them. I have several wallets that should probably have a cap put on them because they take forever to load. Yeah, I mean, I have well over 500 NFTs, not including the ones I made. So I don't
taking
really
forever.
sell.
What
I try to support all like the one of one artists. Try to grab everybody's stuff, smaller people. Like if I can tell you put effort into it and you're just not getting the traction, I'm gonna buy one of your pieces.
showing some love.
Yeah.
Um, I guess I mean what does that where does that come from? Is that the real personal maybe not personal question, but is that just now you have enough money to do it, or you've always had that intuition where you know if you've ever had enough money you'll be able to do it that way, or um
Um. Well, I have enough money that I'm like comfortable. You know what I mean? Even if we went
for
into a
sure.
bear market right now, I'd be okay. My bills would get paid. I wouldn't be buying new streaming setups every week, but um, mostly it's just because I'm too lazy. Like until we have like Exchange Art's killing it with their alerts.
Mm,
Um, I love those. Once I have that, and it's where I can get them on my phone and stuff like that, then you know what I mean? Then
that's gonna be
maybe I'll,
dangerous.
yeah, exactly. Then maybe that's when I'll start trading and doing all that stuff. But generally, if I have something, um, and I pop into, if I got a Solstein, I pop in there. I know I paid like one ish for it, and it's at 10, and I got more than one, then I'll sell one. You know?
For sure, you know. Don't
But
do what did with the Soul Bears, my second mint ever. Minted it for like 3. I saw that thing go up to like 7. I was like, oh, cool. But I think that's when all you OGs, not intentionally, was like, one soul, one soul. I'm like, yeah, that's right. I'm like, shit, one soul is like $200. That's a fuck ton, bro. No. And then, of course, it fucking crashed. I'm like, damn. Damn.
Damn. Yep.
Why do you think, I guess, NFTs are so hot right now? Maybe not just in Solana, but in general. Um, what are your thoughts on that?
Mm, gotta think. I actually, I mean, I like NFTs because I can see where we're headed, particularly with gaming. That's actually my go-to method of onboarding or explaining NFTs. Like, I've tried the technical ways, I've tried the this way, that way, but best results so far have been just being like, hey, you know how we buy like skins for Call of Duty? What if you could like resell that skin? And there's only so many of them. And depending on its popularity, the price could go up or down on it. And Activision can't tell you anything. You can sell it whenever you want. Oh yeah, that sounds good. Okay, well that's NFTs. There you go.
Boom. Why do you think some of those companies like that? Because I know Fortnite, like you said, Call of Duty, things like that have done it, and I think Steam in general has it where like the NFTs aren't. You can't create a game or anything like
Yeah,
that.
I think I
Um,
saw that they banned it from.
mm-hmm. Do
They
you
took
think?
somebody's game off.
Yeah, they took someone's game off and probably the money too. But like you said, but even beforehand, like that stuff is the same exact thing, and they're making millions. I remember back in the
Millions.
day with the CS:GO skins. I think it was Wax back in the day, the crypto coin. I didn't know what the hell it was, but I know I had to get that to like buy a skin or try and sell a skin, which kind of crazy looking back at everything. And it's like, damn, like I was should have bought that then. You know what I mean? Because I still got a little
Right?
bit because I got a Binance account and all. But I'm like, dude, um, but the crypto stuff in general is exciting and new. You know
It's,
what I mean? Maybe not
yeah,
new, but
totally.
new to
Well,
people in
it's
general.
yeah, it's new to like me. I
Still new.
still would consider myself, yeah, like a retail type. Like I have slightly above retail knowledge, but in general, I think that's part of what's helped me is that like I can still look at it as somebody who doesn't know very much about crypto because I don't.
Still open
Uh,
minded.
yeah, people will be like, you know, oh, what was the one? Whitelist. I didn't know what whitelist meant. Um, Milst had to tell me what it meant because I was too embarrassed after like 8 months in the community to ask people what a whitelist was. So
Nah, a couple
like
of days
so
ago,
that's
I'll put myself in a couple of days ago. I was looking at CT. I'm like, the hell is CT, bro? Crypto Twitter. I was like, what the fuck, bro? Even like so. I guess question on what are some things I guess you didn't know about at first, kind of like you said that you've learned because even the simple stuff as a burner wallet. I don't know what a burner wallet was until like a month in. You know what I mean? And I'm up here.
yeah.
Well, I'm into like two things, which is not a lot, but still, anything could happen. What were some things you didn't know at first when you first started into the crypto to now? Even if it's super basic, what are those things you think the everyday person needs to know?
Um, Definitely the burner wallet. That's a big one, as we all know. And for those who don't know, a burner wallet is just, particularly in Phantom, you just create a new wallet, fill it with the soul you need just for that mint, use that to mint, and then send the NFTs wherever you want after you've disconnected and removed permissions. Um, Other than that, I don't know. I'd say like watch out for scams, but I mean, I feel like we all try to watch out for scams.
Yeah.
uh,
You
that
just do
doesn't
do
it
do
doesn't
the own
work.
research. I mean, it's I guess not
Yeah,
too many things, but I remember one of my buddies a couple months ago, like first started, joining NFTs. They did it on Ethereum, but I guess nothing wrong with that at all. But it's still
no,
like they would see like a Twitter, handle and it'd be like 48,000, you know what I mean? And the Discord's 10,000, and you'd be like, "Yo, what's up?" And it'd be like one person talking back, and
yep,
just stuff like that. I would say look out for because um, one, I mean, it's easy to buy followers and stuff like that and make things look good,
yes,
but
the follower buying is one that you really got to watch out for. That's the first
find a
thing I
community.
do. Yeah, if I click on their profile and it's like account was created last month and they have 84,000 subscribers, or if they have more than a couple hundred realistically, um, because it's not easy to just get real subscribers naturally.
For
um,
sure.
not that many, anyways. So that's a big red flag. If I see your accounts within like the last couple months and you got a ridiculous amount of followers, red flag. Done. Generally, if they even mention like, oh, our Discord has this or blah blah, like that's another flag for me where I'm like, that's not convincing to me. These things are about scarcity, you know that, right? So like, I would want to join one with a smaller number of people in it because it's more scarce that way. I don't know.
No, I'm on the same page with you on that because
Yeah.
they uh, they lost a decent amount of money just because they would mint it and nothing would happen with it. I'm like, bro, just it's not exactly like the shoe game flipping where 40,000 people are trying to get this one shoe. Like they might, but at the same time, like you said, how they get 40,000 people in 2 days,
Yeah.
Um, with the something you said a little bit beforehand, you were excited about with I guess kind of NFTs and I guess Solana. Where do you want to see games in general at on Solana? Like I guess yours and like what other things do you want to see? Like or I guess what do you think stuff that's possible? You know what I mean? Like
I mean, there's a lot that's possible. What I want to see though, and what we're trying to do with Pixel Dudes is make like a real game. Not to diss on anybody that has something, but like a lot of this stuff is like play to earn, you know, whatever. That style. Play to earn, grind to earn, blah blah blah. But like is the game fun? Like I haven't played a lot of them, so they could be fun, but I want like a real game. Like I want like Witcher Wild Hunt and I can make money playing it. Not necessarily by like a play to earn, like, oh, go out and grind and kill a bunch of low levels for X amount of coins, but just like a real fun game where you don't even realize until you're like, oh shit, I got that sword. How much is that worth? Oh, sweet. You know what I mean? Like
oh
the money needs to be a bonus. The game still has to be a good game. We
yeah
can't
no
just have Farmvilles. Everybody can't just make Farmville or Pokemon. We gotta have. We need shooters. We need every genre. We need it represented. And
no
if you can
I
earn, they
agree with
don't
you.
even all need to be able to make money. In a sense, you know what I mean? Like if they can incorporate NFTs as in-game items, then there's your way to make money. You don't need a coin. You don't need to deal with an ecosystem if you don't have to. It's not part of your game. You know what I mean? So like design your game and then add the crypto features. Um, in my opinion.
Are there some alpha, some leakage you can tell us about your game in general coming up? Are you keeping it under wraps, nice and tight, or what?
Yeah, we've been keeping it pretty under wraps. Um, hmm.
So you can't tell anyone about the cars next month.
No.
Just joking, everyone.
We do. I talked about it on a stream the other day. We are gonna do um, the Clone Wars, which is basically when I minted Pixel Dudes originally. They're actually minted as three of threes, so there's three copy of every card. I
Nice.
did that then because there weren't very many people putting out NFTs, and so I thought, oh, put out more NFTs, more people get involved, yada yada, and it worked and stuff like that. But the cool part about Pixel Dudes is that you can use your Pixel Dude in the game. So while some people may want to play as me or Anatoly or Raj, not everyone's gonna want to. So we're gonna we'll release the paper that explains how everything's gonna work and stuff. But TLDR, if you have a number two or a number three copy of the card, you can turn it into us. We'll burn it and mint you as your own custom Pixel Dude that looks like you or whatever you want. You know what I mean? Some people don't have like a squid character to go with. So maybe you want to look like a bored ape or Batman or Superman, whatever. You know what I mean? The point is, You can turn in the old cards and get a new card that's custom to you. Um, Other than that, like gameplay wise, I can't really say much. We're keeping it very, very
On a
secret.
point. No, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure. I get what you were saying on that because I mean I'm a gamer, stuff like that. I got a lot of people and friends that like WoW, but I absolutely hate it just because you go run for like 45 minutes, just like you said, to get something to come back, run back for 45 minutes, and it's like, oh yeah, you got to get this too. I'm like, bro, and like the ratings, stuff like that, watching them on point, you know what I mean? But when you were saying that, I was thinking something like, a WoW type game in that essence of it compared to like if I'm playing like Mario Party or like the regular Mario and you like each level you get, like you said, it's like, oh, you know what I mean? Oh, I'm at 50 stars. And you look, it's like, oh shit, I didn't even realize, you know what I mean? So the
Yeah.
fun games I think will be what helps, I guess, all the games last. Because, like you said, I mean, unless it's some boring ass game that people are making absolutely bank, of course, people would do that because of the money. But
Right.
even if it's good money in a boring game, and eventually that puppy's gonna die down. So it sounds like y'all know what y'all are doing. So I want to say keep it up on that one. Um, with the, I guess, the last couple questions because we just hit the 31 and let a mark on here. Were there any I guess hiccups, struggles you had when you first started making, I guess, the dude pixel stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
I guess one, what were those, and how did you overcome them for people that are trying to start throwing NFT?
Well, a lot of my biggest problems were from the technical side. Um, because it sounds cool to say I was one of the first metaplexes until you realize that that means that you were a lab rat for a metaplex. um,
You are the guinea pig.
yeah, basically. So a lot of mine were just like technical restraints. Like the only way you used to be able to buy or sell anything on Solana NFT wise was by auction. Period. That was it. So, um, that was a big struggle trying to figure out how to do things because not everything should be auctioned. Everything can be, but not everything should be. You know. Um, and so that was one of my bigger ones. But a lot of these newer artists, they get a lot more toys than we had back in the day, and a lot better working stuff. Um, but I've said it a billion times, and I'll keep saying it a billion times. Your community is everything. Period. Um, I've seen people. I mean, yeah, I know you've seen them too. Some of these one-of-one artists who are new, just putting out some amazing things, but
Hmm.
they don't know nobody. And CT has its own language and its own like rules of engagement and operation. Um, how often do you see someone on crypto Twitter that's like real crypto Twitter use a hashtag? Never, never. We don't do them. You know what I mean? That's not really our thing.
Just
um,
posting.
yeah, you just post and you reply guy for people and you get to know people. You jump in spaces, DM people. Some of my best crypto Twitter friends are just obnoxious people who have DM'd me. And Wizard, Wizard of Soul, I'm talking about you.
Wizard, wizard.
Yeah, I love Wiz. It's been with me a long time. But that's how our friendship started. He just DM'd me like, "Hey man, you know, can you draw this for me?" And I was like, "Sure, bro." And now we got each other's phone numbers. We call each other and play Call of Duty. Super cool. But yeah, 100% make friends, not just community building from like a, oh, I'm a business and I need a community to support this, because that's different than making friends. You need to make friends.
Be
'Cause
genuine.
yeah, friends will have your back. Like you can community build a community of people that don't interact with each other, and that's not going to do shit for you. But if you build a community full of your friends, then
That's when you're
that's it. That
strong, strong.
Yep, that's where
It's
it's at.
dangerous at that time.
Exactly. It's when you take over the world.
Taking the oh shit, what was it? The Pinky in the Brain. We're taking over the world.
Yep. What are we gonna do today?
Mm-hmm. Um, on we got some people in chat. If you got any questions in general, you can ask them because we're gonna wrap it up here pretty soon. You know what I mean. I'm keeping the dude a little longer than I said. Um, I guess kind of last question with the actually not even the last question with the crypto stuff. You know, when you first started doing it, did you ever see yourself like where you are now, or that real personal question, like how does it feel to make it overall? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
is this something like you just kept on driving and driving and driving, and it was your passion now, and it's something you've done, or how did that all I guess happen?
Yeah. I basically, it may sound weird and corny, but when I first got on Twitter for crypto information and started following people like Crypto Messiah, Sapstart, Loomdart, all those the big boys, um, kind of started to idolize them because I was like, look at these guys, they're just gonna hang out all day with each other, shit post, get all kinds of engagement. That must be great. Um, so like I legit spent like a month or two just kind of studying crypto Twitter, like from an objective point, just like watching how they talk to each other, what was appropriate, what, you know what I mean? All the social cues for it and stuff. Um, yeah. And then one day I came up with the squid and I was just like, I'm gonna make a run at it. I'm gonna be the Solana. I think I originally said I was Solana's top model or something like that. Yeah, I used to draw a dude real buff. Like I used like old Arnold Schwarzenegger reference
Is
photos.
that the
So
one that
like,
was in the
yeah,
profile one I used, that you were laying down and everything in that?
that's the Ryan Reynolds one. Deadpool. That's
Okay, okay.
yeah.
I'm
So
horrible with fucking names, and now Deadpool. I gotcha.
yeah, that's where that's how I used to draw him. And then those just kind of caught on. Then I did the drive ones, and those really caught on. Um, and I think I did Back to the Future. I don't know. I've done hundreds of memes at this point. My meme
Do you
folder
have a
is
favorite one?
ooh,
Put you on the
um,
spot.
probably it's probably the drive one with
Okay.
the hammer. It's like the movie poster one, where he's walking at you with a hammer. I put my head on it, and then I might have it. Let me see. I should have it. If I can find it, it's going to be
If
the
not, of
real
course,
question.
all good.
All right, where are you at? Oh no, that's Buff Dude. I need Drive Dude.
Too many dudes.
Oh, they're organized. I got them all. They had to get put into folders. Here we go.
Did you initially organize them when you first did them, or did it take
Oh
like
no.
7 hours and you were like, shit, started organizing that way? How did that happen?
Yeah,
Yeah,
basically started organizing. Can you guys see that?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little bit, but I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so I gave him a cope hammer.
That's fucking great.
Oh, of course he's like right where my head is.
He's bashing you now.
Yeah.
So you said cope was the initial thing that got you into Love and Solana, correct?
Yep, I got the cope airdrop. I I don't
For
know
people who don't know
who.
how did you get that? Was it something like a buddy or someone just told you to hey do this, or was it something that you were already looking at?
No, it was just fate, basically. Yeah, I just saw a tweet where it was like, vote for us in the hackathon and you'll get an airdrop of some cope. And I was like, cool, that sounds cool. I don't know what any of that means, but
I
I
could
like free
vote.
stuff. Yeah. And so I did. I went and voted for cope, and then I got the cope airdrop, and very quickly it became one of the biggest bags because I only started with a couple $100. Like
Nice.
we were like paycheck to paycheck, and we had $400 saved up, and we put it all into crypto. Um, I can't even tell you what multiple we're at now, but it's really more than $400. Um, so yeah, that's how that went down.
No, that's what's up on that one. Well, I mean, overall, I guess congrats on that one. Are there any, I guess, kind of to wrap it up, are there any main, I guess, things that you personally have been I guess excited for, or maybe not exactly want to get off your chest type ordeal, but like anything we really haven't talked to that you've been hyped for, just in Solana or with the dudes or just in general?
I do feel like I don't know if it's like a problem or anything like that, but I get a lot of DMs about the monkeys, about people who want monkeys. There's nothing special. You just gotta go mint a ticket. The website is in my bio and my pinned post. Mint a ticket and then fill out the form, and we'll get you a monkey. So that
I heard that. Hey,
just gonna
what's the
use this.
website for that?
It is dude.wgmi.cc.
Heard that.
It's linked in my bio and my pinned post on Twitter.
Awesome. And then I guess if people do want to get in contact, should people get in contact with you, like on Twitter, stuff like that? Or are you on Twitter Spaces a lot? Say people
Yeah.
do want to get in contact with you. How can they?
Yeah, definitely Twitter. Just DM me on Twitter.
Awesome.
It's the easiest way. Or tweet at me if you feel like you got buried or filtered out or something like that. Just tweet like, "Hey, for dude's sake, trying to get a hold of you, bro." I'll be like, "Okay," and you know what I mean. Then I'll dig through and find your message. Not trying to ignore nobody.
No, for sure on that. I guess the last question, because I think I've said that about 6 times now. How did For Dude's Sake actually come about? Because honestly, it's a strong name, dog. You're like, For Dude's Sake, come on. You know what I mean? Like, is that something you've always thought, or how did that come about?
So, The Big Lebowski is one of my favorite movies, like all time, hands down. Very obsessed with it. And so my original profile picture, was when they're at Donnie's funeral and the ashes blow into dude's face.
Yep.
And like, I wanted my name was supposed to be For Fuck's Sake, but obviously that was taken or somebody already had it. And so I was watching The Big Lebowski while I was thinking of my Twitter handle, and then just replaced fuck with dude.
And then
So,
bam.
Damn, For
Fucking
Dude's Sake.
God was born after that. Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, For Dude's Sake. Got that oomph to it. Yeah. I love it. I guess the last thing for everyone and personally for us Thugbirds, can we get a call from that Thugbird one more time for you?
Call.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go.
On that note, stick around honestly for a quick 30 seconds, kind of like I did beforehand. I'm gonna go ahead and end it, but I mean, real talk. Thank you for coming on and take some time out of your day, bro. So I appreciate that, man.
Thanks for having me.
100%. With that one, go ahead, guys. Once again, I thank everyone for coming in, tuning in, showing some love. Again, episode 48 with For Dude's Sake. Chat, thank you very much again for coming in, tuning in, showing some love. As always, y'all, stay fresh, stay clean, stay positive, and cook.